Hello, nice to have you here. Today, I want to talk about how awesome do you want your business to be without faking it, feeling the need to fake it, feeling like an imposter. Just think about that for a second. And then I also have 3 pro tips for you. Just, you know, I want you to just kind of think about this for a minute. Let me put this down and keep my notes in my lap. I just want you to think about this for a little bit. And please, you can definitely drop your comments, your questions, your opinions, anything that you have surrounding this subject that we're talking about today, because I think we all, or most of us, want to be awesome. We want to have our business be awesome and attract the people that we want to help to us, and we don't want to attract the wrong people, the people that aren't the people that we're looking for, that we're looking to help. We want to attract uh, those people that you've decided that you want to help. So it's just important, as you are thinking about this, that maybe just you need to sit down sometimes, depending on where you are in your business, and just kind of take a think. You know, think about what it's looking like, what you want it to look like, and how you need to take care of business to get there to how you want it to be. Um, it's one of those things that I think is really important, and it has to do with, you want to look at, I'm looking at my notes now, you want to make sure what it is you stand for. Who do you want to help? Who are those people that you really just, something inside you just tells them? Some people call it passion, some people call it just, this is what I feel inside that I need to do, and the people that I want to help are in here, and I know that, and I know how I can help them, that kind of thing. And then also, how do you best communicate with those people that you've decided that you want to help, that you want to serve, that you want to build them up, and so on. So it's something to really think about, because I mean, for me, when I started out, I was a nurse. Then I couldn't do that anymore. So then I started into business building. And then I did that traditionally, and I wasn't getting anywhere for the 20 or so years. It's plus 20 now, I'm sure. But, I just wasn't getting anywhere. I wasn't having any success or anything that I considered lasting success. I mean, it was like, I'd have somebody one day, and then the next day they're saying, no, I don't want to do this. I don't like this, or whatever. So I can understand how people that have been in that situation, like I have, how it kind of, makes you feel, it hurts, and especially when it happens a lot. So while you're thinking about that, and what it is that you want your business to be, what it is you want it to stand for, what it is you want to be known for, and that type of thing, I'm going to go on and introduce myself. For those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online, use social media to get prospect leads and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, lead generation, video marketing, and branding. I don't know why every time I get ready to say lead generation, word generation is what wants to come out. So I have to Have to slow it down. But anyway, but those are some of the things that I use, some of the ways that I use to help people to be able to do that. And it's really important to be able to know that and be able to say that and let people know what it is that you know what you want to do, and how you're going to help them, and then they need to then evaluate if they think that it's going to help them, and you, by the same token, like me, we need to determine if this person is someone that we really want on our team, that we want to be a part of our business, because all of that is really going to play out in the long run. And you don't want to end up with a, where you have so many people and then they just start dropping off and dropping off. And it's probably because they were never really engaged in the first place. They thought it was going to be a quick buck. They thought it was going to be something that was going to happen overnight because they had read or heard or whatever. But from what I've seen since I have been in the company that I'm in now, that is a mentorship, and for me, an educational company, because I had no background in business, no marketing experience, none of that. I was a straight registered nurse doing all types of things to take care of people in all different areas of I just did a lot of different things. I didn't just stay in critical care or just stay in the ER. I did other things as well. So when I came out and then I had some issues and became disabled, it was like, so what do I do now? So for me, I had to go on and get moving. I had 2 kids to support and to take care of. And I'm a single adopted parent, and I got my boys when they were babies. And they don't like me to talk about them, so I won't belabor that. But it's just, so when you think about, you want to think about all of like your family, your those others that are close to you. What is it that you want? What is it that you are about? What's important to you? Would it be somebody that gets along with you and your family? Would it be somebody that aligns with you and your values? For me, yeah, it really does, because I don't want to have to say no. Well, we're going away, but uh, you can stay, or I don't want to. I mean, I'll do what I have to do, but I want to look at people as I'm growing my team and growing my business. I want to look at it as, people, and know what, no one's perfect, but I want to look at those people and be able to see in them the things that I want them to see in me. Kindness, loving, caring, uh, funny, open to certain things, just that kind of stuff. So you really want to be, aware of the things that you need to look at. Okay, so let me get to my notes here, because I'm going off on another tangent. So if you haven't and you can't do it today, sometime in the next few days, maybe before Monday, just sit down and have a think about what it is you're building. Are you building your own brand? Or are you building the company's brand? And are you branding that company for you? And I'm going off on another tangent, but I don't want to do that. So we'll talk about that one another day. But while you're thinking about those things, this is some of the stuff that I put down. These are the 3 pro tips that I want to give you. This is what I've seen. This is what I have walked through, some of it, and I just want you to be aware of it, of these particular things. And these are in no particular order. Number 1, it's time to put the hard work in, especially in the beginning. It's time to put the hard work in. If your business is failing and falling apart, it's time to put the hard work in. And by that, I mean we need to learn what it is that we need to do. We need to find whoever it is that we want to follow as leaders or as mentors. Sorry, dry mouth. And I didn't put a lozenge in because I thought I might be grossing you out when I have to take it out. So sorry about that. But yeah, just dry. I'm getting there. So learning and growing from those people that are doing the things that you want to do. There's someone out there I know that you've been watching, that you've been listening to, some of the conferences that you've gone through, the seminars, the virtual, and maybe the ones even before we started walking through this stuff that we're walking through. Someone who made an impression on you, some three people maybe that made an impression on you, and maybe just look at those three gurus or three people that are heads in what it is that they're doing. They're leaders in what it is that they've built and what they're doing. Also, you want to get used to, because a lot of things are changing and they're changing really fast. So we want to get used to the feeling of being uncomfortable, the the feeling of learning and growing. And I remember this from even in grade school, that I would feel kind of some kind of way. I didn't know what it was, but apparently it might have been, feeling uncomfortable because, I was trying to learn, and my little brain just didn't want to open and accept. And so, I had to really keep at it to get there, to get where I wanted to get. And so you go through grade school, and then the next level, and the next level, and graduate. And then most of us, from back in the day, one of the things was you go to college. And I still see people going to college, and that's fine and well. But I also think that it would be really nice to let people know that there are other avenues out there, like business building or entrepreneurship. And but that's probably going to be a while coming, because I mean, I really thought that I had it made, as a registered nurse. I was taking care of my kids, I was going to pay off my house, pay off my car, work until I was 75 as a registered nurse. I had no idea of what was going to be happening to me. I had no idea that I would be disabled, and that my knees would hurt, and that, I'd have trouble getting in and up, out of a chair, getting off of a couch that's sitting too low. I just, it's difficult for me to get up, but I still get up. And I don't care who doesn't like how I have to get up, because sometimes I have to get down on the floor and re-anchor myself and get up. So, that's just the way it is, and that's fine with me. But just knowing that you're going to be uncomfortable as you're learning and growing, as you're reading something. When you're reading, you can sometimes, I would find myself stuck on the same paragraph forever. And I'm still, working and growing out of that, progressing. But I've started listening to books on Audible. But then I want the book because they have so much information. I want a line here and, oh yeah, star this and that. And I have nothing to do that. And trying to write the notes, they're talking so fast. I'm like going, oh, okay, So it's just something that I want you to be aware of, that being uncomfortable is okay. And then as soon as you learn that and you get a comfort level with that, then there's another step to learn and another step and so on. That's just kind of how it goes. Now, the other thing, number two, I have, it's really something that you need to think about and be aware of, but investing in yourself is a big thing. Investing in you by buying books, reading them, and learning so much knowledge, because people are drawn to people that have a lot of knowledge. People are drawn to people that, might have kind of their posture is such that it's not off-putting, but it's just a posture that's, like, oh, you're sitting there and you're listening, and everybody else has got to throw in their 2 or 3 pennies, and I got to talk, and I want to talk, and this person is just sitting there calmly listening to the conversation, and they may nod, or you may just, take a look around, and whatever. So whatever draws you to people like that. But when there's a lot of knowledge, people listen more. When people continue to grow their mind, they start to really listen more and listen deeply at what people are saying. And I think that's an awesome way to be. And that's what I am growing in, listening and being able to help people, because I'm really listening to them. I'm really listening to what it is that they're saying. Because if I don't, then I'll be right on the top and never see what it is that they're trying to tell me that's down here. Whoop, that's down here. So books are important. Company conferences, or if you're not in a company, but going to different conferences that are going to help you in the thing that it is that you want to do. Great idea. Great thing to do. It can only help you to grow better and understand more. And then the other thing for me, which came along later, I mean, getting actual mentorship was a really big thing for me. It was a really big step. It was like, how am I going to do this? And I was like, okay, I know I need it, and I just had to figure a way to do it. And people will spend money on things that they really don't need, or could wait for, or whatever. And I've been that person. I have been that person. I have spent, if I had all the money I spent, I'd probably be fine. But all the money I've spent on things that I just had to have, because, it had this, and I'm not really a big name brand person, but I like handbags and I like purses. And, there's, I can't, I went to where, because people were snatching purses and stuff. I would, yeah, have my pockets, and I'd have my stuff down in my pockets, and I didn't carry a purse for a while, especially through the stuff we're walking through. I just hadn't carried a purse, and so now I'm carrying one, and it's giving me heck, but I'm gonna get the hang of it again. But anyway, so mentorship is something that's important. It's something you might want to think about, because that will also draw people to you, because you're learning and you're growing, and they see that, and then they, you might mention that you're in mentorship, that you have a mentor. And even all of our leaders in this company, they all have mentors, and they just do. And it's not something that's a freebie. It's something that's important, and something that, let me, darn it, I did it again. Didn't keep my eye on the time. So let me go to number three. Number three, I want you to think about the 5 people that you hang around the most. Are they supportive? Are they the type of people that want to push you and help you to if because they believe, they see something in you that's better, that's greater, that can be, what exactly what you want it to be. And so they help you. They don't just sit back and say, oh man, you got a job, why try to go do this, why do you want to build a business? And they also, some of them inspire you, and they lift you up in that way. I think that all of those things are important in those people that are around you. Are they trustworthy? Are they talking behind your back? Are they saying, "Oh, she thinks she's too much, so she's got to go get a business. She got a job, but she wants to go and start building a business. What for?" And they don't get it. But you need to be around people that are going to support what it is that you're doing, and not have you wavering back and forth like, should I start a business? Should I keep just working this, whatever the hours are, and, just getting a paycheck, or, trading time for money? Do we still want to keep doing that? I mean, that's okay if you want to, that's fine. But if you're looking for more, then you have to surround yourself with people that are looking for more, that want more, and that are doing things to get more and learn more. So that's basically all I had to say. So I'm going to go on and cut it off because I'm already, it's 20 minutes, so I've talked long enough, and I want to be very respectful of your time and my time. And I'm sorry, I just got, this is one of those subjects that really, it's just so important. People don't think that they can be awesome, but we can. We can do anything that we want to do if we put our minds to it and we set, okay, this is what I want to do, and then start looking at the hows. And these are just three of the things that you can do. But there are other things out there that you can do. And I do a lot of research in Google. And, it's just one of the search engines primarily that I use. I do use others, but that's my primary go to. So basically, that is it. So I did not tell you earlier, but I have a training that I want to put on. I'll give information for the training that I'll put on the video when it's downloaded, and it'll be in the comment section. So you can check it out and take advantage. And it's one of the things that I used when I first started. And then, and there was no looking back. There was just looking forward. Okay, so, I've got this open understanding now about, business, and about, not about everything, but just enough to just give me wet my lips, and I'm like, okay, can I have some more of that? So then I moved a little further, and I keep going further. And then I ended up in mentorship, and, and still learning, growing, building my business, giving value, hopefully, to those that come and listen to my lives. And so basically that is it. So I'm going to do some housekeeping things real quick. So number one, and I'm not going to take long, is keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. And remember to, for us who pray, to continue to pray for us and our world as we walk through the stuff we're walking through. And also to help the people that were in the wake of Hurricane Ida, that are suffering and that have suffered so much loss and pain and upset. And so if you would continue to lift them in prayer, that would be awesome. So wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, no matter what time it is for you, I think I just said that. Always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you could be. God bless you. God keep you. And I will see you again tomorrow with another topic. So take care. Talk soon. Bye now.